It's Christmas! And like you, we here at Redwolf Airsoft see the holiday season as the perfect time to gather around with family, exchange presents, and sit down for a wholesome, family-friendly movie like Die Hard 1 and 2. Yes, this 1988 classic and its 1990 sequel sees NYPD Detective John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, take on terrorists in Nakatomi Plaza and Washington DC, both on Christmas Eve. So in this video, we'll take a look at the classic early 90s guns featured in the movie and their airsoft equivalents. Do note that while Die Hard with a Vengeance is straight up one of the best films of all time, it not being set on Christmas puts it outside the scope of this video. So sit back, relax, and let's see the best airsoft guns of Die Hard 1 and 2. Number 1. The KJ Works M9 GBB. A classic of the 80s and used by John McClane in almost every Die Hard movie, Christmas or not, you cannot go wrong with the M9. The KJW M9 series comes kitted in full metal and feels fantastically weighty in the hands. The metal slide gives off a nice solid sound and has a nice blowback action. This is quite a pretty looking gun with ample performance to play too. With 335 FPS out the box, this KJ gas blowback gun has something for everyone. Number 2. The Umarex MP5 GBB Series. The MP5 features heavily in both movies, with the MP5A5 in the first with the legendary ho-ho-ho scene, and the MP5K early in the second, being used to wipe out the SWAT team. In Airsoft, we easily recommend the Umarex MP5A5 and MP5K, featuring stamped steel welded receivers, license markings, realistic blowback, and excellent in-game performance. These are quite literally the best and most realistic Airsoft MP5s money can buy, period. Number 3. The GHK AUG GBBR. Possibly the most iconic movie depiction of the Steyr AUG ever made, the sudden emergence of this space gun in this iconic shootout must have wowed audiences back in 1988. Solidly made and featuring the classic GHK reliability, the GHK AUG GBB is easy one of, if not the best, AUG airsoft gun out there, and comes in 3 variants as the A1, A2, and A3, and delivers very solid blowback and performance. Number 4. Umarex Glock 17 Gens 3-5 GBB by VFC. Featured in Die Hard 2 being wielded by the Terminator T-1000, and then described very inaccurately by John McClane in this infamous scene.
That punk pulled a Glock 7 on me. You know what that is? It's a porcelain gun made in Germany. Doesn't show up on your airport x-ray machines here, and it costs more than you make in a month.
What? Die Hard 2 was actually one of the first times the Glock had ever been featured in a Hollywood movie. Whilst there sadly isn't an airsoft Glock 17 Gen 1, we can recommend the best alternative, which is the Umarex Glock 17 Gen 3-5. These ubiquitous pistols work on regular green gas and fire with a crisp, fast cycle. The added benefit of this being a product licensed by Glock means that it can also work with many accessories designed for Glocks such as weapon lights and holsters. Number 5. The Maruzen Walther PPK GBB. Used in the opening sequence of the first movie, the Walther PPK is a classic in its own right, more commonly associated with James Bond. In Airsoft, the Maruzen Walther PPK GBB is your best bet for this gentlemanly pistol. It has a plastic slide and frame, but it maintains a decent weight for a pistol of its size, and is available both in black and silver. Number 6. The KTW Ithaca M37 Spring Airsoft Shotgun. The Ithaca 37 shotgun is a highly prolific shotgun used mostly by military and law enforcement, and in Die Hard 2 is used by an ill-fated SWAT officer who gets utterly wiped in the ambush. The KTW Ithaca M37 is a faithful full wood and metal replica of this iconic shotgun and features a fire selector for 1 or 2 BBs per shot, allowing for a small spread. Bonus gun M16A1. The M16A1 is featured in the second movie used by the SWAT team that gets utterly wiped out in the ambush. Sadly, there hasn't been a proper airsoft M16A1 manufactured in recent years. However, in the recent MOA show in Taiwan, VFC has shown off a fully featured M16A1 GBB due to release in 2024. So watch this space for the release of this legend and the review that will accompany it. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed our selection of relatively older gun models compared to our usual offerings, as these are 30-year-old movies. Merry Christmas from all of us at Redwolf, and for these cool products and many more, visit us at www.redwolfairsoft.com. This is Andrew, out.